Y'all know what time it is.
What they do? 4 black brothers -1. Give me a little room over there, Mr. Markells. Oh, no, I just want you to slide down some, boss. You sit like you're a cowboy with your legs all the way to... Oh, my own.
Long-legged, that's why.
You something, goddammit. All right. Y'all know who we is. Y'all know what we do. So, shout out real quick to... I know y'all can see that there's an empty spot right there where my main man, Big, got caught up in traffic, so he might be joining us a little later. Maybe that. We'll see. In the meantime, you are here with 4 black brothers. How many? 4. Even though it's only 3 of us. It's 4 black brothers.
He here in spirit.
Real quick, shout out to Christopher Henry. He might join us as well.
Yeah, we're going to see.
We're gonna see. That's the real deal. We're gonna see.
See.
Can you bring that closer to make sure we can make sure we getting picked up on the volume part of it?
Mr. Torres, what's up, Papito?
Papito.
That's my man Robert.
What's good,
Rob?
Rob.
Sometimes they call him Rob. Babe, you can turn it that way a little bit, and so you get fully in the frame because I'm not the other way towards you. There you go. That's fine.
I'm in there.
There you go. All right. I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out Mr. Stevens' man bun on top of his head.
Hey.
I feel like I inspired that. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm getting that
Because
limp,
I was wearing the bun for a month.
Getting that
You
limp,
know,
though.
so
You wore the bun because I was wearing the bun.
Wait, you
That's
wore a
not
bun?
100% true.
Yeah, because he used to wear this all the time, and I put my bun in. All of a sudden, he couldn't work next day with his bun
Yeah, but my bun was fly though.
in. Your hair longer than mine.
No, that's not why it was fly.
Mm-hmm. But your scalp ugly.
My scalp is not. Yo, look at my scalp. So, reason, let me tell you why I let this go on right now. Last week, y'all accused me of jumping on Ant. Y'all don't know what happened off the camera. They just abused me on a regular. Like, abuse. And I just have to sit back and take it. So, I'm gonna give y'all got a little taste of how I get abused on a regular basis. Look. It's something that happened right now.
No, I was just looking.
To see how you gonna abuse me next?
Nah, because you cap, and I was looking for it.
Because
I couldn't. You was cap.
I don't
You got to
understand.
explain that to him.
Sorry.
Please help me
I
understand.
forgot we not off from Jack. It's when you lie.
What a lie at?
Huh?
What a lie at?
Ain't nobody.
Y'all don't abuse me?
Don't believe y'all know Lee.
Y'all also know these 2 abusive clowns.
Hey,
But
man.
also listen, 4 Black Brothers here today. We missed y'all last week. We had everybody had something to do, so we back this week, and we want to talk about something that's in the news. So we're gonna let Mr. Stevens, because y'all already know. Steven, what's in the news today?
I don't know. What's in the news? He just put me on the spot like that.
All right, that's okay.
I ain't know.
That's
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
all right. Mr. Markel, what's in the news today?
Well, we just noticed that all the mosquitoes got off work. I'm sorry.
I don't even know how to go with
Nah,
that.
we were talking about. I still
oh,
don't know much
okay.
about it, but we were talking about
the facial recognition
Recognition,
app.
yeah, the facial recognition app. That's a
From,
good one too.
I heard about it, but I ain't really.
So I know y'all know about it's called Face App, and basically what it does is actually I have the app on my phone. I download the app. So when you download the app, you have a 2 choice. You have a free version and you have a paid version. Paid version is $19.99 a year, and it gives you access to all of the features. Most people, I've never met anybody who's actually paid for it.
Yeah, me neither.
But the free version gives you access to a smile and then aging you and making you younger. So you can get younger, you can get older, and you can add a smile that shows teeth on the free version. That's the one I got. So I posted a few pictures, and the reason they came up today in our discussion is that last week I was telling the brothers I had posted a picture of myself, and to my surprise, I looked so much like my father. It was like shocking. I said to my family, they was like, "Oh my God, it's crazy how much how accurate that app was." Maybe like my father. But anyway, I posted a picture, and one of my followers, one of my friends on Facebook, he I guess he was giving me a warning saying that now the Russians see me, and I was like, well, my page ain't private, so they can see it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Click.
Yeah. So I guess we was gonna have a little discussion. We'll start our discussion about that. So what do y'all think? Y'all think that Russians are looking to exploit everyday citizens in the United States?
I don't think Russians is worried about Markel. I'm gonna just be honest.
I'm with you on that one.
If they were, they gonna look at me and be like, "All right, he
well,
funny or whatever." I'm going ahead.
Oh, they gonna say you funny.
Yeah.
Off rip, you funny.
Then they gonna look at my bank account and be like, "You know what? He not even worth our time no more. We just gonna push him off to the side. Whatever happens to him, let the Lord be with him."
He said his bank account.
No, I don't think they're interested in like everyday citizens. I mean, it's not. First of all, we're America, so everybody watching us. We got social media, so everybody can see what we doing.
Brother.
So it's not. I mean, I don't have nothing to hide from the Russians, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't even
From
like
anybody
vodka.
for that matter, right?
I don't even like vodka.
You
So
don't like vodka? I like vodka Russians. Please keep making the good vodka.
I don't really see the point. What would be the
Yeah,
What's the
that's
word
what I
for
was asking.
ultimatum? Or?
No, what would be the
Not
what would be the
ultimatum, that's not the
purpose
word.
of them like going into
Motive.
our page, getting our images?
Yeah.
I mean, I've
Make
uploaded
another
my image
me-
on so many things. I've lost count.
What if they doing like what they did off the movie Us? And they make a whole bunch
Now that would be kind of cool if they was
into Russian.
Wait,
come
okay,
over
so
here
wait, let's
and
go with that for a
show
second.
Ah,
You get up right now, you leave, and you on the way home. You gonna stop by Publix and get something to eat, and you go to walk by an aisle, and in your periphery you see somebody
who just look just
cut,
like
yeah,
me.
and then you look. And,
Staring at me like
wait
this.
a minute, hold on. How you react to that?
First, I'm gonna call my daddy and be like, "What you done did?
That's real.
Yeah, we need
That's
to.
real.
It's something you need to tell me. Don't lie either." That would throw me all the way off. But that's the only thing I can see them doing. Like,
Yeah,
But
I've been
do
trying to
y'all-
figure that too.
When y'all seen the movie, obviously, right?
Which one?
Us.
Oh yeah.
Now, do y'all really feel like I felt the first part when they had the intro and it was just like, you know, all over the world there's a whole bunch of abandoned like underground railroads
Right.
and like all types of subways and stuff. And then when the movie popped on at first, I'm just like, okay, where we going with this? But then the fact that they like cloning people, because like you even hear it in the music industry, Gucci, they say Gucci was cloned.
I didn't know that. What, elaborate on that.
Well, so Gucci was, you know, he a rapper.
Like they legitimately saying he was cloned. People are
That's-
legitimately saying
bro,
that.
like if you see a picture of
This is a
Gucci,
conspiracy thing.
it's I think it's conspiracy too. So basically, Gucci was like straight from the streets, bro. Like the way he talked, the way he, you know, his music, blase, fat chunky dude, bro. He came out of jail and was like cock diesel, like.
But that's
ripped.
how it works.
Exactly.
Though.
Yeah.
But they were saying, oh, because like Gucci came out, he's starting to talk proper now.
Because he
and-
went and got and bettered himself, so he had to be close.
yeah. So it's
Where
like
we live at,
it's
boy?
retarded to me, bro. It's really retarded. So like, but you think I haven't been in jail, but you think about what is there to do in jail? You can
You
work
read
out
and you
can
work out.
read.
That's it. That's what you do.
So,
You read and you work out.
I
and you
expect
fight.
I expect you to come out as a
Yeah, it's really that's
hopefully
yeah.
a better person once you come out. But
So my dad said this about that. Just and
yeah,
I'm
no, you good. I'm
no,
just
no.
saying.
I want to apologize formally because I am going to interrupt you. Okay. So I'll apologize for that. But no, my dad used to say that
Right.
when you go to
Petty
jail or you go to
why?
prison, you come out one of three ways. You either come out smarter than you was before you went in, dumber than you was before you went in, which means that you didn't learn anything, or gay.
Sweet. I was just
Yeah.
out
So
there
like,
saying,
and listen, I ain't knocking none of it. That's your business. Do what you gotta do.
sweet or unsweet.
My new thing is gonna be no judgment. I'm sick of judging people because I'm sick of being judged.
I feel you.
And I think even the Bible spoke about about passing judgment. I think that how to go about removing the plank from your eye before you try to remove the splinter from mine. So I'm done judging people on whatever. You know, I'll be honest with you. I'm a human being, so judgment comes natural. I think it does for all human beings.
Every
but I'm gonna make
human
a,
being is prejudiced in their mind. Now they don't actually walk out. I mean, they think prejudiced thoughts, but they're not like they don't act in prejudiced ways.
Are we
when
associating
you-
prejudice with being judgmental? Because I thought it was two different things.
Prejudging, like making a pre-assumption.
Look at that's why I like my dog. He's so damn smart. I love it. You're right. I'll take that.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
but,
but not like they act it out. They just in their mind. If, like for example,
it's an instinct.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's my point. I'm gonna make a conscious effort to try not to be judgmental, especially with people I meet, new people.
Yeah.
And because we live in a time now. Like it's not like when I was a kid, dude. We live
Or
in a
what
time
you hear
now where-
around from other people too. Let me throw that out.
Yeah, all of that plays a part. Actually, that plays an even bigger part because I was telling somebody at work, like, don't allow the people who always got something negative to say to train the new people, because even if they try to suppress those true feelings, it comes across and what it does is it causes a horrible start for somebody who's new, because now you come in with all that person's prejudices. Like when I went from one department to another, I remember people telling me like, "Boy, you done made a mistake. Are you sure you want to do this? Like that team is awful and da 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 this and that." And I had to make a conscious effort even then. And that was 5 years ago, to not allow it to dictate how I go about what I do. And for a while I couldn't. I everything they said about certain people, I looked for that in them. And even when it wasn't there, I was trying to find it. You know what I'm saying? So based on that, I don't want to judge people no more. And even when we talk about this face app thing, like the guy who had put the comment about me being watched, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because I feel like he was sunning me. You know what I'm saying? And we already talked about how brother don't want to be played. I also don't want to be sunned, especially by nobody who's my peer. You know what I'm saying? You can educate me. We all know this. We can educate each other. It's what we do. It's kind of what Four Black Brothers is all about. But it's the way you present information it determines how I'm gonna receive it. You know what I'm saying?
Especially how you say it. I know it was through social media.
Yeah, but even with that, like the way you write the words,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever received a text from somebody in all caps? How do you take that?
I take that as like I'm yelling.
But now here's my question to you: when you get it from all caps, if it's from a girl or a guy, do you take it differently?
Yes.
Say that
Yeah,
again?
I think so.
So like, if your homeboy texts you in all caps and your homegirl texts you in all caps, do you receive it differently?
I do.
I do too.
I do.
No, why not?
Feel like both of them yelling at me. First of all,
What if they're not yelling?
lower your caps, huh? Lower
Watch how you
your
text me,
That's
homeboy.
what I'm saying. Okay, who you is?
Yeah, so I was reading this thing about email text etiquette. And
Yeah.
the reason I asked
Yeah,
that
that's
particular
cool.
question is because they actually had a part about girls and guys and the way we receive it differently. Like when a girl writes all caps, you tend to take it as she yelling. But when a guy writes all caps, you tend to take it as they're excited. They really want to get it across
That's
to you.
why
You know
I
what I'm
say
saying?
I take it two different ways.
And I guess I was too, but I
Depends
didn't
on what
realize
they're
it until I
saying,
read it.
too.
Yeah, it also
That too.
definitely depends on what's being said. Because if you talking to me about you reprimanding me and it's all caps, I'm taking it as yelling.
But that's how the dude responded to you. Is,
No, it wasn't that. I just came up, but like I told you earlier, in the end part of his comment, he said, "You need to watch the news, bro," and I took offense to that. Like,
yeah, I don't watch the news.
That's
Like,
but not even that. Like,
let me say this too. That's why I don't like texting that much, because tones can get misconstrued through text messages.
I agree.
Like
100%.
he might have just been like, "You gotta watch the news, bro," but because he typed it with a period at the end of it,
Yeah.
like, bro, who you talking to? Bro?
yeah. And that's sad though. That's how I
say
took
about
it.
society now. Like we'll text before we call.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
I bet you
anything
right
going
now,
on.
if you, because I know that iPhone has a thing. If you can compare your texts versus your phone calls,
easy.
it's more than double in
Yeah.
Texas. And that's crazy because I grew up in a time when texting didn't exist.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was there too. Like when I grew up, phones were just coming out, but like we didn't. We still called. Like,
Because when we did
you
call,
always call.
you wanted to call.
Minutes too, yeah.
You
Wasn't
kind
it
of
more
wanted to be
expensive
seen
to-
on your cell
It
phone.
was more
you know what I'm
expensive
saying?
to text than the call.
Oh
wasn't it?
yeah, because text was per text.
Yeah.
It was per text.
Per
You
character.
better call after 9 too.
I know, right?
Oh
minutes
man,
after 9,
oh
boy.
man.
7.
Hey, it's 8:57. You have to call me back.
No. Who had the 8 o'clock one? Was it
Sprint had 7.
Not Sprint. No, before that, it was Nextel. Nextel was 8 o'clock. Nextel. Listen, back in the day,
Cousins?
Nextel was because it's Sprint
Sprint
buying it.
bought-
Yeah, but Nextel was the best thing popping.
That's the one
for
with the
me.
chirp, right?
Yes, sir.
I used to hate them things.
I don't know how Chirp went out.
Me
It's
neither.
so
Chirp is the
annoying.
bomb, bro.
Nah,
No, it's not. It was
oh my
amazing.
goodness, that's
You know you can do it on
just-
your Apple Watch.
Huh?
Watch this. I think if she got her on, I can do it. She showed me.
Because y'all can never hear each other.
Huh? No, we was infamous with the Chirp.
No. You said something.
I used to be a handyman, and I'll never forget it. This is
Still a
this is
handyman.
when I stopped doing church. I was at somebody's house. We was doing the screen on their pool, so they had a big old enclosure. So I'm on the top of that. The pool's been empty. Don't ask me why. I have no idea why. So it's a big empty pool, big empty hole up under me, basically. And I'm on top, and I'm putting the, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, Chirp, lead, it's my homeboy yelling. Caught me off guard. Then I lost my balance. I took my phone. I got down. I put my phone in the truck. I did on the job again.
That's what I'm saying. But it's come out of nowhere.
Yeah, but bro, it was what we used to do because I would do the same thing to them. If I'm at home, 9 o'clock at night, I just look at my phone. Bruh, what you doing? Just because we can, you know what I'm saying? We was wild like that. But church was a bomb, man.
Interrupting church services, school.
Everything.
You can't do
We
nothing.
never
You can't
did
even
no
cut it off
music.
either.
You can't even cut
You
it
gotta cut
off.
your phone off.
Yeah.
You gotta cut your
Yeah,
phone
you gotta
off.
cut your phone all the way out. Like,
Couldn't turn it down or nothing. I remember that, man. Yeah, I feel like cell phones, boy, they done killed a lot of
Social interaction,
yes,
real
bro.
social interaction.
real bad.
Because think about
Real
it.
bad.
That's what
When last time you went on a date?
Well, for me, it's been a minute, boy.
You know, well, I mean, yeah, like, even with your girl though.
Oh well, yeah. Me and my girl, we try to go out at least once a week, or
That's
not
good, bro.
at least every other week. Cause like, especially with my job, bro, I don't have time. And
I know.
if she works, you know, her regular 9 to 5, and then sometimes I might work at night. So it's like I only see her when I get home. We about to go to sleep. She might be asleep. So
This is where I want to take our subject today because that's exactly what I was trying to lead into. How do you maintain your busy schedule and still have a fruitful
social relationship?
relationship?
I think it's just, well, first off, I feel like together as a whole, we have to understand, like, okay, this is what he does, this is what she does. If y'all don't understand that, then it's always gonna be drama or just it's gonna start going downhill because y'all need to spend time with each other. Even like,
Well, how much?
I mean, I guess it depends on the person.
Depends on the person.
Yeah, because
some
like
people
some
love
people,
language
yeah,
is quality time. Like that's how they.
quality
You say
time
some
is a
people.
love.
So you don't think that everybody needs that?
Everybody
that?
needs to spend time together, but certain people, that's how they accept and receive love.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's how they receive and portray love is by being
Because
around.
it's different. Like I know with my love language, quality time, words of affection, and it's something else like that. That really like if my girl says like, babe, like you're so handsome, you know, let's go do, let's
That's
chill.
everything.
You know what I'm saying? That
That's the
get
thing.
me like, okay.
You know what's funny
I love
about that? My wife and I was on the phone today, and she called me. I had the girls on the car. We was going to the store, and she said, "Y'all gonna laugh." She said, "Baby, pull some chicken out, and I'm gonna throw some together when I get home." I said, "Oh, girl, you turn me on."
the
Say it
words.
again. Say it
The
again,
words.
because she at work doing her thing, and she before that
About
phone
that.
call, she had sent me a text saying, "They killing me today. It's so busy." And then she called me, and then she said, "Pull some chicken out." So in my mind, I'm thinking, here's a woman. And I mean, just so for context, so my wife and I, our biggest stumbling block was that I felt like we wasn't growing as a couple. I felt like we were stagnant. Like we were arguing about the same things over and over again. So in the recent years, say the past 3 years, we have grown like leaps and bounds. So every time she shows an example of that growth, like not yelling at me because I was off today, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I hadn't cooked, but instead saying, "Hey, pull the chicken out," compromising, you know, we doing this together type thing, and I like. It literally turned me on. And I'm gonna show you something. It's funny because I used to have the same language you had. I used to need to hear, you know, "Oh my God, you looking good today, baby." And yes, in case you're watching, wife, I do need to hear. Don't get it twisted.
I think you need like,
But it's not as important as it was.
For me,
Yeah.
I think it's good to hear it sometimes. I don't have to hear it every day.
Yeah,
Even-
but then it loses its effect. Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, you just saying that.
You think women take it like that too, though?
I think so.
You think if we pour it on all the time, because I'm constantly telling my wife how beautiful she is, but it's not because I'm trying. I mean it. Like, I this is what it boils down to for me, and you're gonna experience this too. I know you already do. Is that sometimes I look at her and think, how the fuck do I got this woman? Like, how do I? Not saying I'm no ugly dude and like that, but like, wow, I got the total package. Here's a woman who is willing to do whatever it takes to make us stay. And for all these years, I neglected that, and I took that shit for granted.
Me too.
Yeah, and so now, I honestly, I be feeling a little guilty.
I do.
I be
too.
feeling guilty, like I gotta do better.
Yeah, I do too because like I know me and my lady had to go through what we had to go through in order to get where we had to get. I know if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
But there was plenty of times me and her broke off, and I'm just like, when we finally got back to how solid we are, I'm just like, bruh, I
Never
wasted
again.
so many years. Yeah, never again. Like, we could have maybe been married by now, or maybe had a house,
Yeah.
maybe started a family.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Sorry,
like,
boss.
I'm just like, I'm out here just throwing. Like, it's like the first time like I threw her away, I regretted it. I tell her sometimes like I regretted it every time because like we could have been further than what we are now.
Wait, now I can play devil's advocate. If you hadn't done the things you've done, would y'all be as strong as y'all are today?
No.
So
No. So that's why I was like, it's kind of worth it. It's
Yeah.
kind of worth it because like now I feel like our bond is even it's even stronger. Like if we didn't go through that, we wouldn't been the same how we are.
I think it's the same thing for us. We went through a lot. Now I was talking to Markel. Remember we was at work having a conversation, and we was talking about because Markel is a unique and you know part of the reason Markel is a big part of our panel is because he's so unique. Like,
boy, you red form, boy.
and that's part of it. That's very
real
part of
form
it.
right
But
there,
like
bro.
he's so unique in that, and I'm not, I ain't trying to spray business, but Markel is a type of person who I'm gonna be honest. I just never met a person like Markel, and I think I told you this when I first met you. Like, I was so confused by him until I got to know him, and then we had a really good conversation. Like, it wasn't a long one at work the other day. We was talking about, like I was trying to figure out why haven't you gone into a relationship? And he's like, well. Let me see if I can get it right. I want to make sure I say it right. He was telling me that, so everybody who knows Markel moves by the grace of God. It's because of him I serve.
Close.
Ain't it?
Lord Jesus.
It's about who I serve.
Okay. It's about who I serve.
He don't like that about, but he don't have every word right. It's about
what?
Well, it's about who I serve. And so if you know Markel, you know that like he takes it serious. And I think that's what makes him so unique. Like, it's not to say that people aren't like Markel. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in my circle, in the group of people I roll with, I haven't met a person of your stature, your age,
Your whole caliber.
your whole caliber, who is so committed and not like. Here's the difference. I've met people who are committed. I've met somebody who's committed and it don't seem to be a struggle. Now I'm not saying it's not a struggle. I'm just saying you carry yourself in a way that I think you are doing what God wants. People look at you and say, well, if he can do it and be okay, then I can definitely do it. Because even if you are struggling, no one knows it. Like, you don't carry yourself in a way like, you don't look like you're not thirsty. Did I get that right? Did I use it right?
There you go. Okay.
Because there's a lot of thirsty brothers out there, and you're not, and it's weird. Like,
especially at this time of
yeah.
social media, like, you can just
come on,
get
man,
access
it's
to
everywhere,
it's right there.
And bro, be on some like, oh yeah, that's nice, okay.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, wait, it's nice, bro. She got a leg behind her head. You know what I'm saying? And the cucumber down the throat. But you know, so and it's just, it's absolutely. And I'm only paying homage to my kid because I think he deserves it. Like, we have got to acknowledge the good guys in our society. We gotta lift y'all up, because kids, all they got to go on is what we show them. And I got 2 sons and 5 daughters.
And I feel like, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I feel like sometimes kids feel like what the other kids are doing is cool to go ahead and do it.
Absolutely.
You know,
I was like that.
Yeah, if they don't do it, it ain't
absolutely.
cool. Like, you gotta.
Absolutely. Think about, and I'm when you were younger and you had your girlfriend, like, because I think you told me it's been a few years.
9 years now. Yeah. 9
Give me a second. I gotta process that.
That's long, bro. I ain't never been like.
No.
I might have not been in a relationship. I can count them.
But
I can count how many relationships on one hand. But as far as, I was always talking to somebody. Like, we might have not been in a relationship. I was like always talking to somebody. I don't know if it was just.
Why? Was it a necessity?
I don't think it was a necessity, but like, there was for a period of time where I couldn't be alone. I couldn't be alone. I don't know, man. I just needed something. Not like affection, nothing like that, but just, you know, somebody to talk
feel
to.
To belong.
Yeah, like, you know, to feel love. Not love like
feel
my
wanted.
parents.
Desire.
Yeah, to feel wanted, desire.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah,
I feel love from my parents, my friends, but as just a woman.
But that brings me to my point for Markel. So, I'm just curious. I want to know. So, like, do you have those longings,
those urges?
And if you do, how is it just a turn to God and you good?
Hey, sorry, we brought it to the table. I know it's a little personal, but
yeah, and if it's too personal, I'll stand down. I'm just curious. I just think I would benefit from hearing from somebody from your perspective, because again, it's unique, boss.
It is.
It's a very unique perspective.
Nah, man, every day.
And we haven't said it yet, but you did say it. Bring it to the table.
What's up to everybody that's watching?
Heck, I long for a relationship all the time, man, like every day. But like you said, bro, like giving it to God, and something I learned about this is like, the more and more like I wait, the more and more, not only do I figure more about myself or what I want, but it teaches me to be able to. I'm going to be able to appreciate when I do get in a relationship. When I do, like you said something where you were like, how did I get this woman? I'm gonna be like that. Don't get me wrong, because I think like every perfect gift comes from God. But
Amen.
I'm gonna be like that. But it's also gonna be a part where it's I'm glad I made it. Like, I don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tried to work. Like, I held out for however long the case may be.
Well, Markel, for the sake of our viewers, and I'm not gonna say this wrong. I know you're not looking. What would you like to have when God graces you in a woman?
Man, I done came up with so many different scenarios and ideas.
But
and all this
just in
stuff,
case the future Mrs. Sumner,
Come on, Sumner.
no T,
No T.
Sumner, because he used to get on my case about that big.
I thought it was a T on there.
Yeah,
It
listen.
is a T.
Oh, it is
but
a
you
T.
just don't say the some.
Wait, no,
you do
I got
say-
it wrong. So it's Sumner.
Ain't man N in there.
Something.
Oh, it's the E.
I was picking at him. He
Oh,
told
okay,
me
I thought you were picking at me.
Sumter.
Yeah. Okay.
So the future Mrs.
Sumter.
Sumter may be out of watching. So tell her what you're looking for.
Man, look, I don't know.
Oh,
what
wait,
time-
I'm sorry. Tell him what he's waiting on God to bless him with, because he ain't looking.
I like that.
No. We had this. What the discussion was, because I was like, I spent all my time looking,
Me too.
and then when I wasn't looking, I found.
Isn't it funny? Because men are motivated by sight. So the first thing you expect me to say, or the first thing we think of, is how she look.
Yeah, you're
How she
100%
gonna
right.
look?
Yeah.
And when I used to really sit there and think about it, like, you know what I'm saying? What do I want my girl to look like? Do I want her to be, you know what I'm saying? Because we were talking, like, he was like, well, what do you want her to look like physically? I was like, I don't know, because I can range anywhere
But
from.
then you said you wanted
It
you
don't-
wanted her as dark as this jacket. That's what you had said, right? And you want her hair to be really short and natural.
If she looked like Lupita, hey.
Lupita, hey, she.
Well, the Peter.
That's what I'm saying.
For real.
But that's the
I
cool
know.
part about me being single, is the figuring out I don't have to go with what society says. That's bad. Like,
beautiful.
what I like is what I like. It can be Lupita, it can
What
be
you
Megan Good, it can be a Beyonce, it can be Rosalind Sanchez. Rose Sanchez from Rush Hour 2.
I already know.
Or you
Don't
seen
even
Boat
worry
Trip?
about
Yeah.
You seen Boat Trip?
Yes, I did.
Yes,
It's all
sir.
a banana.
That's beside the
I love her
point.
too now.
It's all a banana.
That's beside the point. You know what I'm saying? It can range any. What's the girl? What's Star? The girl Star?
Which one? The Spanish one? The young
black
one?
one?
Or
This
the
star.
The
Oh,
white
Star,
guy?
Star.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't
Wait,
know her real
over
name.
the black one?
No.
No, I ain't say that.
Oh, because the black
But
one
I'm
is
saying,
bad.
I'm
Yeah, but
Star.
picking
You talking
up
about the actual?
Yeah.
Her name Star. That
The
plays
chick
Star.
who-
The one that
the
plays
white
Star,
girl.
yeah.
I don't know her real name.
I'm just
I don't
showing
either.
you the range. Like, I find her attractive just
Yeah.
as much as I find Megan Good attractive. Well, not just as much, but I find them attractive.
You know
I find Janae Aiko attractive.
Yeah.
I find Rosie Sanchez.
That's how I
like,
am too.
I don't really have a physical preference.
Yeah.
When it comes to the mental,
You have a preference.
not so much as a preference, just like she got to be teachable.
Well,
What you mean by teachable?
okay, wait.
What you mean by teachable?
Like, she don't think she know everything, or just because she got information on, she hasn't.
Humble.
Something I heard somebody say, yeah, humble in knowledge, like
Okay.
to the point where they're able. I like to learn.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So if we watching, if something happens, I get excited off of stuff like if we flipping through channels and it's a hyena and a lion fighting, like I'm like, oh snap, why they fighting? Like, I like to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Bible talks about wisdom being everywhere, so I love to learn it. So if we going somewhere and like you just don't have you don't like to intake new knowledge, especially if you think, you know what I'm saying, just teachable in general. I'm teachable. I like, certain things like that.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I just want us to be able to connect mentally,
And go
emotionally,
together.
spiritually, and physically when that
Right.
point comes. Like, other than that, and I don't even know what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? I know me, but I never met somebody who I've been able to
And
connect with.
I think
I
that's
just want
why
a woman in the wedding. That's
Yeah.
all.
I'ma be-
Because I know that wedding
try
gonna
to be in it.
Y'all trying
That's why I want to be in the wedding.
Y'all
I
gonna
want
be
to be in the
crying.
wedding.
Y'all gonna
Yeah.
be crying.
I'm gonna cry.
Wait, hold on.
You gonna
I'm
cry.
gonna cry.
So we clear.
You gonna cry.
I ain't gonna cry.
You gonna cry
Know
because
what
you
I'm
know the
saying?
testimony.
I ain't gonna cry. Just we clear. Look, you
You
see.
gonna be the main one.
I'm talking about my wedding. I'm gonna cry.
Huh?
I'm gonna cry at my
Yeah, I'm
wedding.
crying.
You are?
too.
Yeah, I
Why?
think so. Cause like my girl is so,
Got to.
she is so like beautiful and the
Oh,
final.
you mean at the vows?
No, I'm talking about as she's walking up, bro. I already know it.
Yeah, that's a hell of a moment.
Cause that moment right there, like seeing my future wife come in, like
Knowing
make that
what,
bond
knowing
with
what
me,
that's.
bro.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna shed a tear, bro. I
Look,
know it.
I'm
At my
I
wedding, my
know
wife,
it, dog.
I was standing out. First off, I was drunk as
Yeah.
fuck. Like my homeboy, shout out to Jose Cruz,
Jose
my
Cruz.
best man, got me nice and tipsy. So I was at my wedding.
Somebody say what's teachable, but you said it.
Oh, okay.
So I was at my wedding, and I was standing at the altar,
What's
and
up,
the
little sis?
pastor was there, and I had on groom with my best man, and then they started music, and she was coming down the aisle, and then, like right in the middle of her coming down the aisle, she broke it down.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was crazy. They wasn't rehearsed. She was walking normal. All of a sudden, she started doing like a look. You know what I'm saying? And I just
yeah.
bust out laughing, bro.
For real?
I thought it was the, and I felt what you were just saying.
Yeah.
It was the most beautiful, perfect moment. Let me back up. My wife was so goddamn beautiful.
Yeah.
They had her up. Oh my god, like she looked amazing. And I see her come out in this beautiful dress, and I looked at her, and we caught eyes, and then she started breaking it down, and it was a moment. It made a moment, and it was. That's why I know what you're talking about.
Bro,
It was the most
I already
profound
know.
moment ever at a wedding.
I already know, dog.
And then at the reception, that's why I can't wait to be at your wedding. At the reception, you got a little ceremony where you take the garter belt.
Oh yeah.
So I remember sticking my head under her dress, like completely.
Oh,
Really, bro? And her face was like, and the photographer was great because he was getting pictures of everything. And we turned up, and it was a great experience. It was probably the most profound experience in my life, and I've been through a lot. I mean, I've had all these kids, but nothing was like when we got together under God and decided we was gonna be one unit.
I think they said, I heard something. I don't know where it was from, but they said there's like only a couple, like
Non-forgettable
moments, and it's like when you get married, when you have your first child or children, but usually when you have your first child. And I think it was like when you buy your home or something like it was something like that.
Was a
But
pretty big
like
deal too.
I was like, man, look, I know when that time comes, I'm a ball. I might not ball, but I know I'm gonna shed a tear, dog.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Especially when you
address what
see-
this.
'cause you're not gonna
who
see
said
it
the
until she
teachable
come.
moment thing.
I
I think we should expand on that. Like when you said it, like it could be.
What's up, Erica? She said, say what is teachable.
Yeah, it could, but that could be such a broad. So when you
Yeah.
say a teachable moment, help us understand what you mean. Like, do you want a woman that's gonna be there for your beck and call, and hey, this is what I tell you, or are you just saying like some of y'all? I mean, break it down. I don't know,
Let's see how I can put it.
cause my wife, like, she teachable, but like, well, I have to show enough finesse it, cause
I had to catch myself though when I said that. I was like, I need a wife
It
that's
didn't come
teachable.
out,
I need a
yeah,
girl
yeah.
that's teachable.
Yeah.
And then like, but I had to catch myself, not just now, like before when I considered it. Like, dang, do I sound arrogant when I say that? Like, no, fool, I'm teachable. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying like, hey, put the greens on the stove for the.
eat cake on it, man.
Like,
Eat
yeah,
cake.
like, I ain't trying to Ike Turner this
I-
thing,
what?
but the fact that just like you said, it's like a humility in wisdom. Like, I feel like the wisest people know that they know enough to know that they don't know that much.
Oh, nah.
Like,
What song that was in?
I don't know.
What was in the song? I'm trying to think. It'll come to me in a second. So let me segue that into another one. Does race play a part?
Does race play a part in
As
my
far as-
decision?
Yeah.
Relationship?
Yeah. No, I mean for Markel,
Oh, for
like
him.
because,
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
Well, we know it don't play a part for us, but
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like
okay.
for you, does race play a part?
It's not a priority.
No. Listen to the question. Does it play a part at all?
In terms of like, will I date
Like,
outside my race?
Yeah. Do you date? Or will you date exclusively outside your race? Because there are some black
There's some
men
people
who
who
only
only
date outside
date,
their
yeah.
race, or men in general, just they only date
I
outside their
can't
race.
say, man. I love black love. I love black love, but then I also like. I
Exotic.
have this idea, not so much as exotic, because it's exotic black women too.
That is true.
I like
That is true.
the idea of I'm already bringing the cultural, like I love the cultural
Yeah,
mix,
me too,
right?
me too.
So I love learning about other cultures and things like that. So it's already gonna be a black house. I
Yeah.
just
I'm
in
Wait, despite her race,
despite her race, the house gonna be I'm in there. You know what I'm saying?
He
Like
brought it to the table.
I'm gonna negroify anything I'm at.
Okay.
In some case, if I'm there long enough. So I also like I don't mind having another. I love the idea of black love. I love seeing it. I'm inspired by it, things like that. But I also can't deny like having. What if I have another culture in my home? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
Well,
it's dope.
I'll say this about
my children can learn
um,
about too. I love my
yeah.
children with bilingual. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'll
Like,
say this about another culture, and only from my experience. Like long before I met my wife, I was dating somebody of a different culture, and it was the first time I ever dated somebody like on a serious level of a different culture. So there was a lot of cultural things that came to play. Like for instance, her culture says that
keyword culture, not skin tone.
yeah, that's why I'm
Culture.
saying culture intentionally because her
Yeah.
culture said that, and because actually this is what I'm gonna say covers a lot of cultures, just not ours. That as a woman, she can't move out the house until she's engaged or about to be married, and that was weird to me. Her culture also said that in order for me to date her, I had to have permission from her parents. That was also weird to me. Now, let's understand what I'm saying. Wasn't bad. It was different. I'd never experienced that. And when she was explaining it to me, I honestly thought she was just like joshing me, like pulling my leg with her, like for real. I gotta talk to your dad if I want to date. Like what? Ain't you 23? Like
Seems like you're ready.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm wait, whoa, no.
My bad.
Wait, for the record, I was like 25. Like so, no, not that wasn't that type of party at all. No.
I'm just playing,
It was a long time ago. This was long. My wife and I've been together almost 20 years, so this was like years and years ago. But what I was saying was that I remember that her and I would have these arguments, and it was always cultural. It was always about something that her culture needed. And it wasn't that I was against it. I just wasn't aware of it. I wasn't used to it. And like to go back to what you said, I wasn't teachable on it because I felt like at that point, and this is what we're gonna get into this. At that point, she was attacking my pride.
Oh.
Telling me that I got to get permission as a grown man from another grown man to date a grown woman. That's how I saw it. Now looking back now, I see like now I expect my daughters to bring their guys to get my permission. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
skip it.
But
Sister
looking
too.
back at it from a grown man standpoint, I was like, no,
I feel you.
I ain't on
But
that.
I-
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, once you had your
That's-
kids and stuff, you
Yeah,
you kind
it-
of
it-
see
yeah,
where they was
especially
coming
with daughters.
from.
You know, it's different with
especially
sons.
daughters. Yeah.
But and I don't know, and then that brings up another point. And if y'all want to get into it, but shout out to my girl Tara, who used to always tell me, "Don't treat your sons and daughters different.
Yeah.
Don't give them that
Gender privilege.
yeah that you know what I'm saying. Like if you and I have to make myself not because today I was telling you about my son wanted to go out and get this money so he can go on this trip, and I was telling him what he had to do, and my daughters were listening, and so after he left, they were saying, "Well, Daddy, can we go out and can you teach us how to cut grass, or can we open a lemonade stand?" And I was like, I wanted to say no, you know, because let the boys do that, but that would have been exactly what I'm trying not to do. So I still didn't let them go out, but I said it's too hot right now. We have to wait until it's cooler, and I'll show you how it's all done.
But it's good to teach them that too, because like I feel like even as boys, we should learn certain things. There shouldn't be like gender
Specific
standards.
roles,
yeah, like
right.
specific roles you gotta do. Like I feel like girls can learn. Like even with my parents, my little sister used to come out and help cut grass. My mom would help cut up, like
Right.
cut grass, get the weeds. Like maybe my pops would have been pushing the lawnmower. My mom was getting the weeds. I was trimming. But like it's good for them to get that experience because like what if they do go out and you know something happen, they can do it. And that's vice versa as us. Like I know like the ladies cook a lot, but like why we cannot cook?
No,
Like
I
my
agree.
uncle's from like Trinidad. He the main cooker, but like my auntie cooks, but that's what he loves to do. He cook. Oh baby, throwing.
Yeah, my
See-
brother like that. My brother's an excellent cook.
I love cooking too. Like personally, I like the. I
My
mean,
girl
I'm
don't
just.
like my cooking.
I don't
But
like-
cook.
My wife don't like mine either, but
Yeah.
I tears mine up.
Yeah, she be
I
like,
know what
"Oh,
you're talking about.
you got good cooking for a man."
I don't know what that for to mean. I'd be destroying it, and my kids like it.
Yeah,
But you know, what? I found out from a lot of my friends though, like what you're saying is, I think it's worse than what we think it is.
Wait, what?
As far as like the gender roles and the man should be outside. And the
Wait,
woman
so
should be
are we
inside.
saying? Are you guys saying that there shouldn't be gender roles at all?
I mean, like,
To a
when
certain
it comes to certain things, yeah, to a certain extent, like.
So
yeah.
this is a debate between my wife and I all the time. So I'm really curious to know where y'all stand on this. So my wife says, you got husbandly duties. She she gonna beat me up for saying it, but so last night she bought a new shower curtain, and so you gotta understand something. She already had another shower curtain rod, the kind of go like this, and she had to say, "Lee, I want you to put this rod up." I said, "All right, but I get to it."
Never got to.
My intention still was to get to it. So then last night she came in the house with another shower rod and a new curtain and everything. Yeah, I said, "Well, baby, what you gonna do with the other one? You took too long."
So she wouldn't go buy another one?
Yeah, and so now she said you took too long, and that made me mad.
I just think I put it up.
Huh?
Nothing.
No, because she put it up.
Oh,
But the reason she put it up because she made me mad by telling me I took too long. Like it was already one up there. It ain't like we wasn't having it up there. You know what I'm saying? And the one up there was nice. It really is. But she didn't like it, and so she got another one. Now here's the difference. It's like for clarity's sake. So the one we have is the one you screw in it,
Yeah.
But the one that she had that she wanted to put up has to be bolted in. That's why I hadn't done it yet. So in our shower, there's this there's a tile,
Them like them
not
hotels.
like a
she trying to do something.
not like a standard shower towel. It's like it's like something. And that's why I try to say, Mama, if I put holes in that,
done.
it's like it's gonna crack the tile.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure before I put holes because I don't want to ruin it. You know what I'm saying? It's really nice.
And be whole, yeah.
So that really was the reason why I hadn't put it up. I wanted my brother, because my brother's a handyman. I wanted him to come over and I want him to take a look at it. But every time he came, I just forgot that to get. But she was like, okay, so I got the other one, and she put it up, and it's beautiful. It's like it matches the bathroom color. It's gorgeous. But my whole thing was, she was treating me like, because I'm a man, that's my job. And this is what I was saying to her. Now, I will do it. It's not a problem. But you did it, and you did it well. So how's it my job?
Yeah, I feel
Like
I
you
feel
did it well.
Yeah.
So she say, you need to check my oil regularly on my truck, but I don't drive your truck. Now listen, I'm just playing devil's advocate, but I'm
feel
serious.
you,
Like
I
I
feel
you.
don't drive your truck. Like
I feel you.
if you say, baby, can you check my oil? Without question, I'm going to take your oil.
Yeah.
But the moment you try to make it
Yeah.
like my duty, I take and I know I'm wrong. I'm not trying to. I know
I
I'm
feel you.
wrong,
I feel
but it
you.
don't change the fact that I take offense to it. My mama and my sister and my wife and myself yesterday went out to lunch, and my wife was driving my car. Mom on the passenger side. I'm in the back with my sister. So we get to the place. Mom open the door. Sister on the door. My wife sitting in the car. So I look at my mama and say, you know why she opened the door yet? So I go open the door for her. My mama then takes cue from that, along with my sister. So we get to the door of the restaurant. All of them stop and cross their arms. I'm in the back.
Waiting on you.
I gotta cross all of them, and they making a thing. But it's like, listen, this is what I'm telling them.
Oh, chivalry ain't dead. Though.
Here's my question:
I'm glad.
Is it a duty or is it a courtesy?
Somebody laugh at you.
Is it a duty or is it a courtesy
To what?
to open the door for somebody?
I think it's
Somebody who's capable of opening the door for themselves.
I
Is
think
it a
it's
duty
more-
or courtesy?
I think it's more of courtesy. I don't think it's duty.
Okay, now what you
I
think?
don't think it's
Courtesy.
duty.
So if it's a courtesy and I don't do it, no harm, no foul. If it's a
I
courtesy,
feel-
because if
no,
it's
I
a duty
feel
not
you.
doing it, it's a
Yeah.
harm, no foul. But if
I
it's a
think
courtesy,
I think it depends on the person because some person might be like, I think it's a duty. Like you supposed to open my door. Like,
that's a debate. Is
Yeah,
it a
but-
duty or is it a courtesy?
It's
That's
we
the-
feel like it's a courtesy, but
So
maybe
women
to
feel like it's a
them
duty?
they might be thinking it's a duty for you to open my door.
So I declare that if my wife and I are in the car together, anywhere we go, anytime, I will be opening the door for her from now on.
See, like I don't
it's
let
my duty.
I don't. If I'm with my girl, I don't let her pump the gas. I always
Oh no,
let her
no,
pump
no.
the
Okay,
gas.
that's a duty because now it's more involved. Putting you outside pumping gas exposes you.
Yeah.
If that
I
makes
feel-
any
no, I
sense, you know what I'm
feel you.
saying?
I feel you.
And not just that, I think it's a sorry picture that's painted if a man sitting in the car like this while his wife about to pump the gas.
I've seen
I don't
it.
ever want to be that.
I've seen
You know,
it.
so
Plenty
on
of
that,
times.
that's not. But I'm talking about something like we pull up to the parking lot spot. I got out. This happened many times, bro. I look back and she's just sitting there. I don't mind. So we clear. I don't mind opening the door for my wife. I love opening the door for my wife. I like being that guy. I just don't like when she try to make it like it's my duty.
Yeah.
If you treat it like it's a courtesy, I'll do it every time. I'm and maybe am I
I feel
petty?
you. No.
But that's just how I am. Like
Yeah.
if
I'm
you
not
say
in general, to be honest.
Yeah.
With you.
yeah, right.
I'm not
So
that
I ain't
general.
wrong.
Yeah.
Then four black brothers have struck again. Holla.
Nah, I feel you though, man.
Especially when you got to go out of your way, like.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm talking about,
like,
bro.
It's just
I
like,
go all around the
if
car.
it's necessary, like not like you said, like I would like to do it, but it's not the same when you make it a duty. Like it's not
Exactly.
It's not from the heart.
It don't have the same.
I'm doing it because
yeah.
I'm supposed. That's like religion.
That's
because I'm supposed to do it. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like when me and my girl are going to the car, I open the door for her to get in, but she'll open the door to get out by herself. Like I've
we
never
the
seen it that way.
We
It's the total opposite. Yeah,
She opened the door to get in, but I have to open the door to let her out.
I open her door for her to get in.
Look, if we late, okay, ain't nobody got time to be running on the other side of the car. We gotta hurry up and get into the car. We 5 minutes late. You know what I'm saying?
So first, if we running late, and if your girl's involved, you're probably running late. Let's be real. Now we said all that. Here's a question for both of y'all: duty or courtesy? What do women have? What duty or courtesy do they
Let's play
have?
this again. Let's make this a game.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah.
like it.
Talk to my people. What courtesies or duties are women supposed to be obligated or committed to in a relationship? If we supposed to open the door, what they supposed to do? I'm not, cause you ain't gonna tell me it's my duty or my courtesy if y'all ain't got now in exchange.
Open minded for what? What you mean by open minded? And that's Jayana. And Erica said, "Nope, I don't believe in yard work." Teach his own. Okay, all right. But I'm sorry. What?
No, so
I'm sorry,
we talk about duties of us.
Yeah.
No,
So
or
that's the woman's
courtesies.
duty?
What duties do they have? What should I expect? Should I expect a hot meal to make it home?
Mm.
Should I? Is that a duty or a courtesy?
Oh yeah, we gotta eat.
But what?
We gotta eat.
What? Your boy's got like, hey boy, boss ain't gonna be watching. Come, my dog looked at the camera. My dog turned it. He said we gotta eat.
We gotta eat.
So is it a duty or a courtesy?
I think so.
For a wife,
Well,
girlfriend,
for a wife,
mother.
girlfriend.
Courtesy.
I think. Well, for a girlfriend, I don't think it's a duty. I think it's more of just how you guys feel about it. Cause like, there's some girls that don't know how to cook. So
Understood.
it can't be a duty if nobody know how to cook.
Let's be clear. I'm married, but if I was, I don't want a girl who can't cook. I just don't. I'm
That's
sorry.
true too.
I don't.
But
want
as far as a wife, I don't. Yeah, I get.
and my wife can throw down.
Mine
She
too.
don't even fuck up, boy.
I don't know about as far as duty. I'm trying to.
Nothing?
I mean, yeah, I feel like they have duties because, like, they kind of. Even though we kind of hold the house down, I feel like the women are more of the heartbeat of the house. They keep that house.
Yeah, but is that a duty? That's a duty.
I think it's a duty.
So
yes.
is there anything you can say
know some
specifically that I should expect? If my wife expects me to open the door for her every time we get to a place together, what should I expect from her every time?
I
in
can
the
say
same
a
situation?
hot meal, man. Yeah, I see why not. Yeah, I mean, I see why not. But even
Well,
if,
he said that. I ain't say
no,
that.
I'll say it because like my
said
girl
that.
doesn't like my cooking, so like
And in that case,
Then, so
she,
we
has
gotta-
she has a duty to cook.
we gotta eat, yeah. We
because
gotta
she ain't gonna eat otherwise.
so. I think it depends on the person, but with my girl, yeah.
Yes, women cook, clean. Yeah, what is it?
And sex, okay now.
Okay.
She said sex your
so
partner.
cooking, cleaning,
It's an
and,
army
sex,
song?
and providing the sex is the duty of a wife. That's what our audience is saying.
Somebody just said
That was
her
Erica.
duty is to cook, clean, and
sex your partner.
sexual part.
Sex me, not my partner. Sex me. don't want you sexing my boys. Okay, so let's be clear on that. I'm just kidding. Say that. See, I don't agree with that.
Agree with what?
I don't agree with.
The cooking and cleaning.
I mean, well, I definitely agree with the sex part.
Yeah,
But
no,
I
see why
don't
know.
agree that cooking and cleaning should be a wifely duty because
I
like
clean.
we
I
had
clean a lot
so we had a
too,
house
yeah.
and though I might give her a hard time, I would never expect her to do all the cleaning in the house.
Yeah.
You know, and she let her tell it I do, but I clean. You know what I'm saying? I do
Yeah, I
things.
clean, too.
Not a lot. I ain't very good at it. You know. I mean, I am, but you know,
My dad was
I be
an
tired, man. What can I
Yeah.
say? I be fucking tired.
I don't like being dirty, but I can live in my own mess.
Yeah, me too.
Wow, I never heard it put that way, but that's good. That's real good. That's
'Cause I
real
know,
good.
like I know I'm clean, so like my mess is.
How you clean again? Describe your cleanliness.
I know I'm clean.
Oh, I
Like,
Thought I throw a
I ain't on that there, bro. Like that's on you.
that's
No,
how you clean
but-
yourself. I just,
but-
Oh, you.
We talking about duties, and we talking about
I was pointing at
where
myself.
the duties belong when it comes to a woman and a man in a relationship. And
that's crazy.
I think
though,
it
like-
depends on the relationship though too, because I feel like
yeah, because a new millennial relationship where women, you like you said, they can't really cook,
yeah,
and you got women out here now can cut the grass, and can fix your car, because my wife can do all those things,
Yeah.
That's been in a relationship.
and she has.
that's because I feel like with me and my girl, we compromise on a lot of stuff. Like we take turns sometimes. Like when it comes to the bathroom, okay, I clean it. It's my turn. Okay, I clean it. It's my. You know what I'm saying? We take turns, but I think there's certain things that when we do, like it kind of is a duty. Like she's the cooker. She know that now because she don't like my meals. Like
Can she cook?
Oh, she throw down.
Okay,
Bro.
that's
You
what
can
it
look
is.
at her,
She can cook.
and you can, yeah, he has some food.
She can cook.
You
Bet
look
you
at her
won't
and be
cook
like, yeah, she'll cook again. She'll cook again.
It was good.
I bet you won't cook again. Come be right
I'm
over
gonna have
there.
her cook some of that traditional Trinidadian meal.
I keep forgetting that she Trinidadian. That's what it is too. Island people usually can cook.
Oh, they,
Burp. I smell burp.
yeah, it wasn't me.
Sorry,
My
go
bad.
ahead.
Here we go.
But
All right,
Stop.
I'm ready now too.
But
I was just
go ahead.
asking.
No, go
Because
ahead.
you know some people be burping and you talking about.
people
release it.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, you don't want to play that
I was
game.
just joking. I was just
I had
joking.
please don't do that.
I had a Frosty from Wendy's last night.
That-
It
it
mess
do
you
too.
up?
Huh?
You lactose? Or is it just the
I'm black.
Frosties? You lactose?
Every black person got a problem with lactose.
Yeah, I know. Not
You know,
every.
I've read that before.
For real?
That our system was designed to break down certain
yeah.
type
Well, you know
of.
why?
That's why we not
I heard
good
it
with
came
lactose.
from the Indians. The Indians were lactose. They had that problem. So
It's not a quote unquote. Never mind. That's a whole.
Native Americans?
Huh?
What you talking about?
No, like milk,
Oh, okay.
dairy products.
Yeah, how you break down milk and cheese and dairy
Yeah,
products.
I was
all
reading
that,
somewhere.
yeah.
We're not even supposed to consume animal milk
No,
at all.
You're not.
So
That's
can
fact.
we make ice cream off of human titty milk?
I don't think I want to eat no
Also-
human titty milk ice
You
cream.
eat cow milk.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I just don't want to eat somebody else's some human
That was
beings
on.
titty
Yeah,
milk.
that
See?
was on Sabi.
I know. I'm just being honest. No, I'm just
What if
being
it's
honest.
only like they take long cars?
If it's Mika's milk, then I'll. But if it ain't, and she better not have none because ain't no more baby coming about that. But I'm just saying, like, if that's, I'm not
But-
expecting nobody else.
But that's the thing. People are like, we're not even supposed to be drinking cow and animal milk. And we're not even supposed to be drinking that. And we the only species who drink our other species milk. Okay, go get some human titty milk and put it in your cereal and tell me how you like it.
My boy just sour to the motherfucker. Nah, I'm good.
No takers.
No,
Bake
I'm
some
good.
cake with human titty milk.
I'm
if you
good.
think
They
Why
do
you
the-
sound like Cat Williams right now?
that's how you got to have it. Because
Well, I mean, but you got other like products like almond milk, cashew milk,
Which I love.
like,
Almond.
stuff
I never
like
had
that.
cashew, but I love
Bake your
almond
cake
milk.
with almond
though.
milk. See what happens.
Huh? Bake you a cake with almond milk? You can. I've eaten cereal with almond milk. I bake cake
can do it.
cupcakes. They got the vanilla almond milk.
I never
They
done it before.
got-
I was just talking
do it,
trash.
bro. Oh no, for real.
Almond milk
I
is
don't
really
bake-
good. Like
Yeah,
I love
I don't
almond
bake
milk.
good.
It's really, really
But
good.
to go back to what we was talking about,
Okay, cause we don't.
I think the relational.
Should I tell him to come? I mean, Biggs, it's 8. I don't.
We're going on.
No,
40,
we- yeah,
at
we're gonna
47
wrap
minutes.
up soon.
Yeah, we at 47.
All right.
Take it.
I gotta go shave. You know,
But
I gotta
like,
work in the morning.
I think the duties should be as far as everybody going in 100%. So I'm not gonna say I'm gonna expect my wife to cook every day unless I'm the only person working. Like, okay, then you take care of the house. I'll
Which
take
includes
care.
the cooking and the
Right.
cleaning.
But that's we all going
That's
in.
the give and take.
We're all going in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But in a house where both people are working
we're both
full
working.
time,
Okay, maybe because I like cooking, but I don't like cooking and doing dishes. So if I can cook and then you got the dishes after we done, we good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like cleaning up after other people. I have to learn this. This is a skill set I'm gonna have to learn when I get in a relationship.
especially if you're gonna have kids.
Kids is different.
You
Kids
say
is
that
different.
now.
No.
But, okay, wait. Let me tell you what I'm talking about.
I know. Listen, I've
Well,
helped
you
raise.
think about little kids. See, but what when they get 14?
Yeah, I got a niece in my house right now.
That's what I'm
She
trying to
turned
tell you.
13. She just turned 13.
And you cool. I just pick up behind my 13-year-old niece because I'm telling you
You
something.
said, I am cool with it.
I'm asking you.
No, she 13. She
That's what I'm saying. So
No,
you
no.
say when you say,
But it's different with kids. It's
different.
like, hey, like, babe, get you, sweep up the floor, your whole scalp on the floor. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of, but you can't tell no grown woman, hey, girl, sweep up the floor and clean. You know what I'm saying? Who you talking to? I better stay there.
But they
Like,
can tell us that though, because that's what mine do all the time. You left your hair in the sink. Well, clean it up, baby. If you see me, if I left that, mean I ain't see it.
but I just feel like it should be an all-in thing. Like, okay, dang,
I
like
agree
you
with
come
you.
home and you wasn't expecting me to cook, but I cooked. Okay, well, shoot, let me feel. Okay, let me get the dishes then. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me not.
I can respect that.
Now, if I tell you, baby, don't worry about it. Go ahead, kick your shoes off. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sit down on the couch, enjoy yourself. I'm cook. I'm gonna make you plate, and I'll wash dishes. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them special nights. Yeah, that's cool. Don't expect that every night.
I was gonna say the key. What you just said is one of them special nights.
Yeah, don't
See, here's
expect
the
that
problem, and you'll understand when, and I'm sure you can probably back this up. I'm just guessing. I don't want no trouble. Here's the problem with that. If you give them a special night, now they want every night to be special, and the moment it comes every night special, it ain't special no more.
Some
Yeah,
things
So
I
it
want.
becomes a routine.
There's some things I want every night too, and we ain't doing
Yeah,
that. So we can bring that to the table too.
exactly.
Don't do that because there's some things I want. You know
So,
what I'm saying?
audience, if you're watching
I
right
done
now,
wrote mine down already.
and
I
you're in a
don't even know what she look
relationship,
like.
and there's certain things, as my man put it, that you want every night, then there's certain
Oh.
things you should be doing every night. And what my cousin, and I wish I had my phone, I would read it to you because it was one of the most profound descriptions of what marriage is. Her husband bought her tickets to Hamlet in Chicago as a surprise, and she described how he makes her feel, or how their marriage is with them, and it was so elegantly done. It was so beautiful what she wrote that I actually read it and said to myself, I'm gonna start exercising this frame of mind in my relationship. Not that I hadn't already to a certain extent, but the way she and I'll let y'all see afterwards so you can understand, because it was beautiful, bro. And if you know my cousin, she's probably one of the smartest people I've met in my life. This girl is a fucking genius, and to hear her speak about the man she loved like that, because she's one of these independent, strong, I don't need nobody, but she also understands how important it is to be loved. Like we were saying earlier, how important it is to be, and the guy who she married, I met him once, really nice guy, and apparently he's equally as smart. So I mean, you gotta be doing something right. You buying Hamlet tickets, so because if you know about Hamlet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think the duties isn't necessarily. It shouldn't be limited to, you wash dishes and then I take out the trash, and if I come home I expect.
Yeah, bro.
Not even just the flow, but just your duty is to express your love at all times. Like, I got a question as a response to that. Like, do you still date your wife?
Oh yeah,
we do now. We got away from her for a while
because doing stuff like buying Hamlet tickets in Chicago, like that's something I'm learning. Like, because I get bored with things that's repetitive. After a while, I get bored with them, so I can't do that. That's one of the reasons why I haven't dated in this time period, is because after a while, no matter how good something is, if something is too routine, I get bored with it. I didn't understand that at the time. I just know I get bored with things after a while, and then I found out, okay, it can't be too routine, can't be so. Like, everything can't be too routine. So I was like thinking, I'm watching people, and just like some of the best relationships, they never stop dating. They go through it just like everybody else, but they never stop dating. Like, why not surprise? It don't have to just be for the anniversary and for Christmas and your birthday. Yeah. Like, take off the second Sunday of next month. Why? Don't worry about it. Just take off that weekend, and then you surprise her with some. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know if my girl gonna be in the Hamlet. Drake, whatever the case may be, but. You know what I'm saying? Just doing something out of the ordinary.
I surprised my girl with some Chris Brown tickets at the end of August. Like, it was just like, I know she liked Chris Brown. I know she liked Tory Lanez. And it was just like,
they both gonna
be in Tampa. So it's just like, I know we like music, and knowing my schedule, when she off on the weekends, I'm always working on the weekends. So like, took that weekend off. I'm like, look, we'll go out there for a couple of days. Go see the concert. Go to the beach, maybe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
They have a concert there every end of August every year. Because I went to a Lil Wayne concert. Yes, I went to a Lil Wayne concert.
You look like his cousin.
That all about, but I didn't.
Like,
this is when I saw him kiss the man in the mouth. And you gotta understand,
you saw it?
Oh yeah, with my own eyes. I was with
live.
Oh yeah. In Tampa.
I can see Lee talking.
But listen, I was with a dude who idolizes this guy. The way Justin is about Drake, that's how he was about Lil Wayne back then. This was, like I said, it was a long time ago. And I knew who he was because he was like the most popular rapper at the time. But I had never owned the album, and I can only like identify a couple of songs. But not because he wasn't good, I'm just not into it. But we went down there because there was other people performing who I do, like Mary J. Blige was there for one.
Yeah.
And anyway, we was there, and he did a great show. I won't lie. And at the end, I got 5 y'all. Got my daddy back, and baby came out, and they did a song, and then at the end he reached over and he reached up and he kissed him, and I looked at my dog like, bruh, what's going on? Like, oh no, that's like his daddy, like, because he raised him, bro. Like, I don't kiss my own dad. I don't kiss my own dad.
I love my daddy too.
I'm not kissing on his lips. No, I'm not. And I won't let my kids kiss, not my daughters or my sons, not on my lips.
He would have to be sick for me to kiss him on the phone.
It was needless to say, I lost all the
respect.
No, I can't say respect because the guy you can't take from him that he is a.
There is some fathers who still kiss their.
Listen, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but even if they were adults, like both grown men.
I can see,
like, you know what I'm saying.
I can see, like, with your kid, you kiss your kid on the forehead or on the cheek.
Yeah.
Maybe as a baby, you kiss your baby on the lips.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But as a grown man,
yeah, nah, dog.
That's just personal.
And we should have got off on that, but the whole point was that, like, I was there and then he did that. I just thought that was the most weirdest thing. But it's like you said, teach his own. Teach his own. So
do you still, do you do things, like, okay, remember when you was in pursuit of your wife or your girl? Mm-hmm. Doing those like the intentionality, like
I do
now, but I stopped.
How easy is it to forget that stuff? Like,
I mean, it is
little things.
Just to do something like dress up and go out to eat.
It is because like sometimes when
what's my dressing up too, not like.
So to go what he was saying, scheduling plays a part. But if with my wife and I, if we are able to get around our scheduling, then it's. Let me back up. So with us, we like I told you earlier, we've come a long ways in recent years, right? So to answer your question, yes, we still date. And to kind of pick up on what you said, it is the essential part of our relationship now. You were right. We got into a point where we were all our focus was the kids. So everything we did, it was centered around the kids. And it was my wife, not me, who came and said, we need to do something just us. So that's how we ended up taking the cruise, that's how we ended up going to Pennsylvania, that's how we ended up doing all the things we do. And I'll be honest with you, I was against it. I felt kind of guilty, not taking the kids and yada, yada, yada. But when we did it, and the way it made us reconnect, I think that's what you were talking about, getting that. Then I realized, and that was a year ago, that yes, this is what we have to keep making things. So this past weekend, or not actually 2 weekends ago, I rented a room. Now I did bring the kids, but it was more about let's get the kids away from the house and let's me and you have some us time. And just I'm gonna tell you something, and you probably already have, you haven't, but you will. You know the most memorable times that we spent together have been when we were laying in each other's arms watching TV. We watched this show, and by the way, if y'all haven't watched the show, check it out. It's called Ambitions. Oh, have you checked it out?
No.
Watch it because I guarantee it'll be a subject on our show. Bro, listen, this show is so good. We started watching Ambitions, and this is why I love my wife so much. We kept pausing to question each other about what we were watching on TV. like we were talking about that movie, the one with the dude, you know what I'm saying, the one we had the whole show about.
Yeah.
So this Ambitions is a TV show that follows two black couples and all the things that come up, and this, what makes this show so good is we make decisions based on what we see, right? What we hear. But there are always so many other things that are happening that we don't see in here. And we don't know. So in this particular show, this couple is going through it because a guy from their past has been reintroduced into their life, and it's causing all kind of turmoil. But the reason it is that what they don't know is that it's somebody else who's intentionally putting this guy in their path. And they don't know, and now they about to fall out. And it ain't even about them. It's about somebody else completely. And so this show is really, really good. Y'all should check Ambitions. It's if you got a Fire Stick, you can catch it on a Fire Stick. If you don't got one, I got you. Just hit me up.
I'll let your boy.
Got your Fire Stick, jailbroken, ready to rock and roll. Just hit your boy. Hit me on the inbox. Got your Fire Stick, jailbroken,
But
ready to rock and roll.
I feel like you have to keep dating, man, because
You do.
no lie, when you first getting to know a girl, the thrill of not saying chasing her, but getting to know her and getting closer. After a while, it dies down.
Yeah.
You have to keep chasing.
Wait, why is it that though?
Because it's just like, oh, I already got her
You used
now.
to.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's
It's
it.
just
Right
that,
now.
yeah.
And that's what I was worried about.
That happened with me a few times. Like, it was like, okay, I like the thrill of getting to know this person, and then when you get them, it's just like, okay, all right. But you once you do meet that person, and you on that physical, emotional, and mental, spiritual, once you get that person, man, you have to continue to do stuff because at the end of the day, that's the person you want to spend your life with. You got to keep chasing them. You got to keep going out and being like, babe, let's go on a date. Let's go do something, even if it's something small. Like, hey, let's go to the park. Let's go see a movie. Like me and my girl, one of our things, we go to the movies. Like we know that's easy. You know what I'm saying? And I get out this time, she get out this time. Let's go see a movie. But then when we got the weekends, we'll go travel to St. Pete. We go hit the beach.
Yeah.
St. Pete got beautiful beaches.
What?
Beautiful beaches.
We'll go dress up, even if it's just to get something to eat. We can go dress up, get something to eat. But yeah, bro, you got to chase, dog.
Yeah.
That's another thing. You hit it on the head, though.
Got you,
The chase. I know that for men.
I don't mean to use that word chase, but I feel like
but
that's the
what it
best
is,
word
though.
to use it.
Yeah,
man.
it's a chase. We're
is.
chasing a love interest.
We're designed to actually like that. It's weird. I
Yeah.
don't want to chase and you give me the hand all the time. Deny me. But if
That's
I'm chasing,
gonna stop the chase.
yeah.
Yeah,
But men actually
Somebody
like
wrote
to
something big over there. You see what they say?
Yeah, that's Chris.
teaching.
Chris said Kels is in for a treat when he gets a wife and kids. LOL. Barking out orders come naturally when you got a family. LOL.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no,
I'll
no.
bark out orders now.
No, brother. You misinterpret what he was saying. Not you, buddy. She barks out over. And it does come natural.
Gotcha.
And he ain't even married, and I guarantee he feel it too. Guarantee it. In fact, I ain't got to guarantee it because I've seen it. I've seen
She
it.
don't play.
At all. None of them do.
But see, that's another example of teachableness. Is I already know you had your own thing. More than likely you had your own thing going before we got together, and now we get together. And now we're. I understand. Yeah, we're
He's
combined.
special.
It's two humans
He's so
combining.
special.
So you got a routine, or you got a way of doing things, and I got a way of doing things. But that's what teachable comes in. The word teachable comes into play. Is just okay, we can learn from each other, and we can build off of it. okay, I know you like to be in the bathroom for an hour and a half before you start your day and whatnot. Okay, well, I also got to be at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't go to work for 4 more hours. I got to go to work.
So what's the compromise?
So the compromise is, okay, let me knock my little quick 10, 15, 20 minutes out of the bathroom. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's
from my standpoint, Markel, this is why I know you're going to do well. You just said something that I know I've never considered. You probably not either. I know you had some other things going on before we met. Men are so arrogant. I'm speaking for all of us, and I'm sure there's always exceptions to the rule, but men are so arrogant that we believe when we meet a chick and she commits to us, that's all she know.
You took my last name. You got to.
Yeah, not even the marriage. I'm talking about we decide we go together now. We go together because that's my favorite thing. So now that we go together, men feel like I know for me at least, I don't want you to talk to me about no ex-boyfriend ever. I don't want to hear it. That's just me though. I don't want to hear it.
I don't mind.
I also don't want to discuss ex-girlfriends with you. I don't want to hear that. I want our life to be our life.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the person too, cause like
absolutely, yeah.
like,
It's all about.
I learn from what she learns too. I learned from what her past boyfriends did, and she learned from what my past girlfriends did. Like I might have told her like, okay, me and this girl, she did this, and I hated it. She learned from that. You know what I'm saying? I just not saying that you're wrong.
No, I know. I agree with you.
On the person.
I feel like that sometimes and it's probably it's just my like I said, my perfect. But I feel like it puts an added pressure that necessarily not for me though. Not so much my wife. My wife is pretty cool with now that we've come to a point where we do date each other. You know what I'm saying? And I told you she called me today and she was saying I'm gonna pull the chicken out and I'm gonna throw something together. I wasn't joking. It turned me on. Like I was like, oh shit, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my baby. You know, because it's like you said, you worked all day. Because you know what I'm saying? Like you said, I know you had something going on in life. I wasn't the type to consider that you worked all day. I was more on you the wife. That's your duty. I don't care what you did all day. But now I do consider these things. Now I take that and consider like, damn, you know. She had already texted me way earlier saying that Betty kicking our ass, and we do that to each other. We to kind of feed on to what you were saying. So the way me and Mika are able to keep ourselves refreshed, because we like you don't like the monotonous same routine. I'm a character of routine. I like doing everything the same, which is why she has to force me to go to the Pocono. She had to force me to take a cruise. I like routine. I like that my money's gonna be there every time when it's supposed to be there. I like that I know what I put to be to work. I just like routine. It's what Mika made me broaden my horizon. She accepted my liking of routine for all the time, and she bided her time. And I'm learning as I say it. And then when she saw that she had got that foot exactly where she needed it, she started asserting other things.
That's how
and as a result, we do things. Yeah,
you're supposed to help each
other.
I
never gave her credit for that, but I do it right now while we live on the same, because if she didn't, none of these things happen.
Yeah.
Even the house. Like, yeah, I wanted a house. Wait, I'll go back further than that. The marriage. Yeah, I wanted to get married, but I wasn't going to make any effort. I wasn't. I liked things the way they were. I liked the fact that I knew what was what. She put forth the effort. She did all the things and got us where we wanted to be. Even when I was fucking up, and yes, I did a few times, she found some strength somewhere inside herself and forgave and kept me. And now I'm at a point where to hurt her would be the death of me. More ways than one. So now I don't want her. And in fact, I want to do what you said. I want to continue to wow her.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait till I'm in a position where I can say to her, take so and so off. Don't ask me why.
Yeah.
And I haven't done it yet, but that is my intent. Take so and so off. Don't ask me why. And then we show up at the palace. You know what I'm saying? And because it don't gotta be. It can be. Orlando has some amazing things to offer for couples. Amazing things that I've learned this recently. There are some amazing
strip club, right?
Not the strip club. I don't think.
Oh, okay. I was about to. What's the palace? I'm sorry.
Oh,
okay,
no.
That's not
When I say I mean palace more as like, you know, when you go somewhere with luxury, it's a palace. I don't mean I don't mean I forgot they got a strip club called.
Because I was like,
so no, I'm not talking about taking my wife to the strip club. That's not how we get down at all. Unless you want to. Unless you want to. I'm not against it.
I want to wrap up.
We'll wrap up. So advice from the four black brothers when it comes to relationships.
I feel like when it comes to relationships, man, still chase your girl, chase your lady, man.
You
feel
kind of
like
stole that from Mark Hill.
I said chase. What you talking about?
Yeah, but he was once a dating, chase, and same difference. So, you know. kind of stole that.
Okay. Well, going back to what I was saying.
Why is Markel bending down like that?
Stripped on mine.
Oh, you read? What is he doing? I thought he was going to let one go on me.
He said, "Vision,
Ooh.
vision will come." This is Chris. Vision will come with the head.
No, don't read Chris. Because Chris should have been here. Chris, just so y'all know, Chris stayed right down the road. He should have been here. And he I told him we was filming. He saw me in person.
Oh, he seen you see him.
Bro, I was in the yard.
Oh, Lord.
And he yelled out to me, "Y'all filming today?" Yes, I am. Come down. And I sent him a text about 10 minutes before we got started, and he never showed up. Y'all please just hurry up.
He wrote a whole thing.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, we ain't reading yours, Chris.
But no, I just feel like, man, still, take your girl out on a date. Show her that she is appreciated. If it's 10 years, 15, 40 years down the line, show her she's appreciated, man. Because, like you said, and that's just not you. A lot of people do get stagnant in relationships, and that's why you got to try to keep that thrill. Like
You're right.
going out, like y'all just.
They made a song about it. BB King. The thrill is gone.
Yeah, like you got.
And that's a real deal. It was.
Man. Like, I think that's real big. A lot of people get either caught up in social media, on this whole, like.
Oh, you had to say that earlier.
I'm sorry.
No, I wish you had to say that earlier because that's another one.
Yeah, like
social media.
on
Why
how
they
a
play such a
girl
big
should
part?
look, or how people like are. What's the word I'm looking for? Being somewhere where they really not. How am I saying this, man? They just putting on a perspective, not a perspective. God dog it, a perception. Thank you. A perception on social media that's not really their reality.
Yeah.
But
Is that common knowledge? Is it common knowledge to the common man that most of the persona on social media is just that, a persona?
I know.
you
I think
don't
some
think
people
so?
it's
Some
not
people-
common knowledge.
Yeah, some people.
Some people, yes,
That's the
but
problem. We
it
need to
is,
educate the
yeah.
people because
I
that's the
think-
problem.
I think a lot of people see it and they believe it. Like, oh snap,
Why?
she in Aruba, but did she pay for Aruba or did something?
But even if like what if she saved 10 years ago to Ruble? You know what I'm saying? Like it means
you never
nothing.
know. You never know. But yeah, man, like I think it depends on the person.
You went to Aruba
comparison
recently, didn't you?
Huh?
You was in Aruba recently, right? How was it? We never did talk about it because we didn't get
Thought
a
about it a
chance.
little
You
bit.
did?
I love the island. Like I said, the culture is dope. It's
that's what
mixture
we did
culture
talk
and all
about.
that
You
stuff.
saying
Shout out to this kid I met too. By the way, he was working at this island, this private island you get to go to, all you can eat, all you can drink, and all that stuff. You got activities and sports, water sports, stuff like that. We was coming back, and we were and when we were getting back on the bus, I saw this dude, and he was like, it's like he's about my age, maybe a little younger. And I was like, "What's up, man?" So we engaged in conversation. Come to find out, he was born, I think, in Bahamas, but he moved to Aruba. But just talking to him, he was just like, this kid had the brightest smile on his face, and he was just, I was like, "So what do you do, man? You play any sports? You play soccer or anything like that?" He was like, "Nah, soccer is the number one sports here." He was like, "But I play basketball, but unfortunately, I don't have the opportunities to play." And I was like, "What you mean?" He was like, "Because they don't care about basketball at all here." And he was just like, "Yeah, man, I was hurt, and I had a little, alcoholism inside of me too, so I was a little bit more emotional." But yeah, he was just like, "I don't have the opportunity." And I was like, "Well, he was like we only got like 2 goals on the island."
On the whole island?
On the whole island. He was like, on top of the fact that it's still a little prejudice here. So, shout out to him. And I forgot the private island. So, but shout out to him if he is looking, if he does see. Y'all go get some Aruba, some recruits.
So I know one thing. We covered a lot of subjects today in a short period of time, and I hope we was able to hit something that somebody could use. We didn't do like a normal thing where we pick a subject and roll with it because we want to respect the fact that we were one black brother short. Shout out to Big with the 2 G's, please.
Biggie Big.
2 G's.
Biggie Big.
Shout out to Black Blossom Apparel.
BBA.
Coming down out here. Having said that, we just want to say, to those who are listening, I'm in a relationship etching at. I think we had 18 years, etching at 19 right now. Those who know me know the shit that we've gone through, and we have gone through a lot. But man, let me tell you, it's worth it. I wouldn't have said that 10 years ago, but it's absolutely worth it. Like I look at that woman, and I look at her right now. We both on this health thing. We're trying to get our bodies back where they was when they were more youthful. Get our wind up so we can be here to run after our kids or whatever. And I watch her get it in, and she looks so good. And I oftentimes say to God, like, if I ever thought that you wasn't real, I have to look at her and know that you are, because I definitely don't deserve her.
That's your
I don't
best
deserve
friend,
my kids. They're wonderful, amazing kids. I don't deserve my friends.
Yeah.
You guys, because you guys are amazing.
Well, thank you.
When it comes down to it, in a relationship, and you hit it best, and you stole it from Markel. Date, chase, date your mate forever, perpetually. Never stop, because it does make a difference. And from my own personal note, my thing is, if you're going to be in a relationship, and when you are in a relationship, and I don't have to tell you because you already said that's exactly what you're going to do, you got to look beyond what's in front of your face. Don't get lost trying to find the forest because all you see is trees. Don't do that, because a lot of us do that. We trying to find that whole forest, but we standing in the midst of trees. And we have to look beyond. A lot of times when things seem one way, and your logical mind will tell you that's what it is, you can't stop there. You got to look beyond that, because if you don't, you'll ruin what you got that's good. And then hindsight is always 20/20. Don't make hindsight be your last result. Look past. My favorite thing to say to my wife is that I like to step out of my situation and see the same situation through your eyes, because at that point I can then understand why you reacting the way you're reacting, and then I can better react than just back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Another example of teachability.
And on that point, it has to be a two-way street. Or it can't be. I can't be the one doing that. We both have to do it. We both have to try to see it from our person's perspective. And I have to say this to make it clear. That does not mean that you're going to see it from perspective so you can say, okay, you right, I'm wrong, or vice versa. It just means now, and y'all know it's my favorite thing, now I understand. Yeah. Understanding is the true key to any relationship. And I'm not talking about just a sexual relationship. I'm talking about any relationship. Your father and your son, your mother and your daughter, your friends. If you seek understanding in any situation, and you find understanding, you can get past anything. And it was the hardest thing for me to accept and learn. But once I got it, once my wife and I got it together, I mean, the sky's the limit for us. So for somebody like my man Markel, who has been without a relationship for so many years, and we all know he will be blessed
with a gym.
Yeah, with a gym. And it does my heart good, and that's why I want to be in the wedding. I want to make sure that when it's written, that my name, even if it's just a side note, Lee Sappho was there, Anthony Stevens was there, Anthony De La Cuenta was there. I know I'm going to get it wrong. Or Biggs with the 2 G's was there. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing is we want to make sure that in a relationship you communicate, but you can't communicate without understanding. Yeah. They go hand in hand. You have to communicate, but you can't do it without understanding. You can yell and argue all day long until you're blue in the face, but until you seek understanding about whatever the situation may be, you can't expect for it to be resolved with any type of finality. Yeah. And having said that, if you guys are good, I'm good.
I'm good, man.
We brought it to the table today.
Y'all know what time
to the table. You got them all. Four Black Brothers out.
We out, man.
Shout out to our peoples.
Yeah, the local businesses. Sonya Gift Baskets. Look at her. She's starting to build up her business.
Oh, she doing it too, boy. Hey, listen, if y'all sleeping on Sonya Gift Basket, please go on Facebook and look her up. Don't sleep. And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention Levy's Ice Cream.
Levy's Ice Cream. That's my
y'all remember he was a guest on the show. He was awesome. The ice cream was awesome.
Amazing.
Of course, we already mentioned
Black Blossom.
Black Blossom Apparel.
It's about who I serve.
It's about who I serve.
DJ Viral.
Unity Movement.
Motivational Mondays.
Motivational, which I'm loving, by the way, boss. I'm actually loving that. You do. Just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I'm about to do one with y'all right now because I ain't do it yet.
Go ahead. Let's get it. I'm not a part of what that was. I don't know what that was. I ain't on that.
I'm about to do it.
When y'all look at this right here on YouTube, y'all see we looking down here the whole time. That's because we got our live stream coming down there. So we're not ignoring you. You are just as important. You're equally as important. If you are watching on YouTube right now, please like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share.
And comment.
Like, subscribe, and share. And comment.
All right, y'all. We out.
Oh, Four Black Brothers done this thing.